Well, prison guards in Colorado say they're being forced to work 16 hours a day, multiple days in a row. And they claim that is putting us in danger because they're exhausted and not able to do their jobs.
Corrections officers called Contact 7 investigative reporter Jace Larson to look into the problem. Jace took what he found straight to the top.
Behind this fence, there is building frustration, anger, and exhaustion. And it's not from the inmates.
We're forced to stay over.
You don't have a choice.
We don't have a choice.
Corrections officers like Eric Olson say they're willing to risk their jobs to speak out about the overtime hours they're forced to work.
If you're having somebody working 16-hour shifts when they get on the road, it's not safe for the public.
Inside prison walls, he says poor staffing cost a coworker his life.
Still very angry that an inmate killed one of my friends.
An inmate attacked Eric Ottoby in the kitchen at the Lyman Correctional Facility in 2002.
I'm almost to tears right now.
I read over hundreds of prison records and found Colorado prisons like Sterling routinely run with too few corrections officers. Right now, Sterling is down about 80 employees. That's a quarter of their workforce.
Some of these guys tell me they're exhausted.
Hillary Glasgow leads the State Workers Union.
Yeah, how could you not be? How can you get 8 hours of rest and return for another 16-hour day?
Several current and former corrections officers describe the situation as a pressure cooker.
Did you ever see people that would fall asleep accidentally?
Yes, on occasion that happens.
To temporarily patch the staffing problem, the Corrections Department has been hemorrhaging money. It paid $10.7 million for overtime in 2016. That taxpayer burden jumped nearly 30% in 2017. And just last year, it paid a whopping $19.7 million. Corrections officers who started about $20 an hour often leave after just months. That's because they can take a better paying job at a local jail, or they say they're better treated. Jeffco jail deputies make nearly $29 an hour. At Arapahoe County, they pay about $26 an hour.
The vacancies here are one of the main reasons why I'm here today.
After we requested answers, the new Department of Corrections Executive Director invited us along last week as he toured the prison in Sterling. Here he met Shannon Frank, who was working a double shift.
That should not be the norm, and I'm just so you know, I'm keenly aware. I'm keenly aware.
Is it cheaper to use those millions of dollars that we're paying staff overtime to just raise their wages?
I think you can make an arithmetic argument that it's better to use that money and just pay staff a fair wage versus the nearly $10 million that we're spending in overtime right now.
So when will corrections officers find out if they'll get a raise? Well, the legislature could make its decision in March. Jace Larson, Denver 7.